Well, g'day guys and girls. It is Tom Panos here. I'm parked outside a medical centre just there, and it's a 45-minute wait. And I thought I would not go home and actually just sit here because I've got a perfect car spot. And I'm in the Tesla, which feels like a lounge room. And so what do you do? What do you do when you're actually got 45 minutes to kill? You create some content. You actually create a bit of information that might be valuable to an audience that chooses to actually have you on alert on their social media. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk about a topic today called the HSC, the Higher School Certificate. And the results have just come out. So today is the day where the students get their results, and there could be guys and girls that are actually watching this live stream right now. Hello, Taney. We had a great coaching session and shot some good video content today. He flew in from Melbourne, and I just want to congratulate him again publicly for an incredible year you've had. Taney, 104 sales. You are batting as of today for the year, and you got married this year. You're expecting a baby next year. You've bought an investment property this year. These are all the reasons that, you actually do the stuff you do. You do it to create a magnificent life. And this is what this topic is about. So I want to let you know that it was about 30 years ago, or maybe 32 years ago, that on this day, I eagerly awaited my HSC results, because I had this belief in my head that what was going to happen. So Nick got his HSC results. Well done, and I like your attitude. It's just a number. Peter Horizakis, how you going? Yes, we'll go to the Australian Open, most likely. So I remember waiting for my HSC results, and I do remember, it's funny you say that, talking about it now, I actually had a car accident. On the day I got my HSC results, and I was in the car with my brother, who is now deceased. Of course, he passed away, and yeah. Anyway, so what's the point of this story? The point of this story is that I overestimated the power of the HSC results. I had the time, when they came out, I had this belief that it was make or break for my life. Like, if the mark was good, you got into the right course, you ended up getting a great job, you get a great job, you're set for life. That game is over. That circus is over. And I have to tell you right here, right now, everyone that is in a position now getting results, here's my advice on how you select the course you should do. You select the course that you should do that is in line with things that you love. And I'll tell you why. Because when you're in line, when you're doing things in line that you love, you actually spend a lot of time doing it. And because you spend a lot of time doing it, you get a lot of practice. And because you get a lot of practice, you actually become very good at it. And because you're actually very good at it, you get paid top dollar in your field. That's the secret. Pick something that you love, because you're going to spend a lot of time doing it. And because you spend a lot of time doing it, you'll even get better at it. And because you're better at it, you become pinnacle in your field. And people that are pinnacle in their field are always on the shopping list. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a personal trainer, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a real estate agent in your marketplace that is the pinnacle person, you're on the shopping list. So the real secret is that you actually make a decision, not so much on your HSC mark or whatever they call that mark today. What you make your decision on is to actually focus on the thing that you love doing. And for me, it has actually been a fantastic strategy in life, because I did go to uni. I stumbled at my first go. I then went back, and ultimately, I've got qualifications at master's level at management, And I have to say to you that they haven't had a significant cause or direction in my life has taken. They haven't had a significant course and direction in my life. And this is not to say that I actually don't think education is important. In fact, I would say that to my both daughters, I do want them to pursue as much education as they can, but not based on getting a high HSC mark. Example, if you have a father and your father wanted you to actually study engineering, but you hate engineering, right? And let's assume that your gig is psychology, right? But engineering's got a much higher mark than psychology. So what you do is you actually say, hey, I got this mark, I might as well go off and study what I can at a maximum that my grade gets me through. So I'll go study engineering. Or you could say, well, they go study law, but they actually don't really like it. They actually like psychology, or they actually like music, right? Or they actually like, I don't know, PE teaching. So what actually happens is they don't do what they like, and they end up working in a job, and let's assume it ends up becoming, working as a solicitor, and they hate it. And then, in your early 30s, you think to yourself, man, how many more decades of this am I going to do? And a lot of people transition, and they actually move from one field and go to another. And all I'm saying is, if you got your HSC results, why even waste 10 or 15 years of your life actually participating in an industry, in an occupation that is not of interest to you, and actually focus on what you like? So here's one of the secrets. Generally speaking, if you like something and you're reasonably good at it, put your energy in that, because it'll explode. Right? You don't mind if I just get a Strepsils? I need a Strepsils. My throat's about to go. Oh, I just remembered I threw the last one out. And Bill Anastasiadis is saying the most successful people in life have never been to university. That is not necessarily correct, and if I agree with you, that would make us both wrong. I mean, there are some very successful people that have gone to university, and I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know. I would presume that a lot of the scientists that we see, Bill Gates, I stand to be corrected, but I presume that he's probably gone off and studied something along the lines of computer technology, science, or engineering. Hello, Burge. So, and a really good way to tell what you're good at is to ask people that you really like and trust what they think that you excel at. What they think that you're. Well, Kerry Packer's an example, Bill. There's no question about it. He didn't go to university. But, then again, I had an uncle of mine who smoked all his life and died at 97 from something that was unrelated to smoking. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean that smoking is actually good for you. So what's the point I'm saying? If you have got your results and you're making a decision, pick something that you actually want to do, manage the expectations of your parents. And I think it's really sad, and you see this a lot of in migrant families who value education a lot, and what happens is their kids have this guilt that they want to please their parents, and they end up pursuing an education course that actually gives them a tick and approval of their parents, and not a tick and approval of themselves. So for me, I've been blessed, because from an academic point of view, you would turn around and say to yourself, why would this guy have gone off and spent his time listing and selling houses, talking to buyers and putting deals together? And I can tell you right now, I have to tell you, I skip to work. I skip to work every day. I love it, and I'm blessed. I don't need to do it for financial reasons, but I certainly need to do it for personal development reasons. And I've made passion my paycheck. And I'd love you all to work on that paradigm. Anyway, I've bought myself some times, developed some content along the way. I'm going into see this doctor. I've got an infection of some description. I don't think it's been helped by this smog that's, hit Sydney over the last couple of weeks. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to sign off. But geez, it actually feels like, I tell you, one of the things I notice is I do so much work out of my Tesla these days. I simply won't drive back to a place because it feels comfortable. I've got the temperature control set where I want. I'm not freaking out that the battery's going to run out, right? Today I actually did multiple Zoom calls, and I've got a stand that I actually put on my dashboard, and I actually run Zoom meetings out of my car. I sometimes go and park my car at the Bay Run and overlook the water and make that as my home office. I try and give it a bit of, I try and mix it up to make me feel like I got to tell you, we have 3 offices these days. We got a home office, so that's an office at your home. You've got your business office, and now you also need to have a car office, and you've got to equip your car in a way that you can actually operate as if you're in an office. Anyway, enough said, guys and girls. Hello to everyone that's come on. Speak soon.